Greetings and welcome to the Sunday Night Hang. I'm Ben. If you're new, please subscribe. New or returning, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps us out here on the channel. Us. Me. It helps me. Doesn't help him. Oh, yeah, it's him. And me.
It's him.
Ben.
Yeah, it's
and him.
Yeah.
Him. And maybe somebody else if he figures out his microphone problems. He's been on before and it worked. Using the right browser now. I guess. I don't know. I think he was still using the Internet Explorer. Yeah, Cousin Doug. AKA him. Yeah. End of year hang. Why? Because next Sunday is next year. So, and with the holidays being right around now, it's not easy to book necessarily guests. People have plans, apparently, or something. I don't know. Except for, well, him. Not so much in the plans department.
I got the 2 pink lines. I'm doing nothing. But I did see...
That's like the Tuesday show. I got nothing.
Well, speaking of the Tuesday show, I found something that's been left here from the Tuesday show.
Mm-hmm.
That nut that we can't talk about.
Oh. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we can talk about that.
Because it's owners.
That's nuts. Driver's wife's boss didn't kill himself.
No. Put that right there.
Yep. Well, let's see. Can we hear you, Randy? Nope. We can't hear Randy. Dang it. I don't know what's going on. Do you have another mic we can try, Randy? Oh, Randy froze. I'm wondering if it might be a bandwidth. Oh, wait, no, he's kind of here. Well, I'm going to do roll call in the meantime because we already have 34 people in and pretty much everybody said hello. So the least we can do is say hello. We've got Tim Thomas, BC Rich 581, Absolute Mayhem, Will Varela, Joe Hervey 84, Charles 75N, Terry's 3Gs, Moderator of the Stars, and me. Eddie Van Haskell, good to see you. Oh yeah, he just went right for hello Ben, hello Nest Canucks. Perfect. Yeah, I dig it. Let's see. Brendan Buttcheeks B Squared is here. Nice. Dave Ennis, great to see Dave Ennis in here. Did we mention Brad Guitar Miller? Just did. Adam D, Tinkerbell, Dan of New Jersey. Oh, me burping. Guitar Man 45. Oh, it's because I didn't do something before the show that I usually do. That's why. Yep. I'll blame it on that. Jeff K's here. Let's see. Who else do we have in here? Leo Sacco. Craig T. Tomlinson. iRock Zed Blues. Muddy Waters. Symmetry. Mark Taft. Great to see Mark. I'll text you tomorrow.
Am I pixelated, Mark?
No, you look fine to me.
I'm just going back to his comment on one of my videos. He could hear me.
Oh, Rody.
But he couldn't see me.
Martin Lemaire. JP Page 2. Terry Himes. Zach Thong. Jack Collins. Billy Baloney. Warlag. Or Warlog. Warlag. Let's go back down to the bottom. In case anyone else. Oh, there's Quinnar. Mick Deluxe. New name in the chat. Hello. Welcome. Lots of new names lately. I love it. Keith H is here. He's not a new name. Jeff T is not a new name. They're returning names. Dale Boyle Music. Excuse me. Eddie Van Haskell. It's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. There is a slight resemblance. And Randy can't defend himself. Oh, wait. Maybe he's talking about you, Doug. All right, Quinnar was here, and then he's gone, because it's a late night in Austria. I get it.
Hey, look, you got a first-time commenter. You get, like, a free guitar for that, doesn't he?
Michael B. Who's hung out with us, on birthday hangs, Michael B.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Ben will now give you a free guitar just for saying that.
Sure.
See, he just said,
What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
Talking about people were asking gear or Christmas gifts and stuff. I suppose we can talk about that. Hopefully, better luck next time, Randy. I got one piece of music gear for the holidays, which I mentioned in several live chats when their hosts would be like, "Hey, did you get anything for Christmas?" Yes, I got a Phase 90 from Johnny Highland. That's what I got for Christmas, amongst other swag that went along with it. All right, let's see. Fifth time a charm, Randy. Yes, he is. Nope. Nothing. Nothing. LPD Pedals. Hey. Can Randy hear us? The chat asks. Will asks from there. Hey, there's Blackjack Guitar.
Yeah, and as we were talking off air, it sucks because my wife she got it for me, then she's now hit it on me. I've isolation.
Yeah.
I've been working, getting better on at getting Crazy Train down. I've been like, actually, it's been like perfect. It's I've almost got it mastered. So and I know that Terry would like it because it's a custom Gibson Strat. So Terry will really like that.
That would only be the second ever in the world.
Along
because there was that brief period of time when Eddie had the Gibson logo on the Frankenstrat.
Well, it's a custom that I did. I even got an even nicer dry bass pedal. So I've even,
nicer drive, eh? So it's even nicer.
Yeah.
I see. That's like a
as soon as I get the colors down on the neck, I'll have it perfect.
Hey, Alan. Yeah, it was. I was kind of blown away by that. He had mentioned a flanger, but then he couldn't find the flanger, so he's like, "Everybody needs a Phase 90," and I'm like, "You're right." Hopefully, Randy's got the chat open because Tink's mentioning what I had mentioned to Randy earlier. I think the wrong mic input selected. I don't know. I also got this chair for the holidays, and I got an air fryer, so I'm quite happy about that. Now I can't hear you either. I can't hear anybody. What's going on? Maybe it's me. We can't hear you, Doug. No. No, we can't hear you because apparently you're using... Yeah, we can hear you now.
How's that?
Yeah, that's better.
Well, now I can't hear you. Like, what the frick? Do you know why? Because yeah, that's why.
You're selecting stuff. All right. Let's see. He looks stressed. Randy, any luck?
Yeah, I'm good.
Doug's good.
I'm good. Well, sometimes.
Yeah, still can't hear Randy. What's up, Fruitcake Tony? People with their websites, they've been all over the Google this week. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, I'd be curious to use that air fryer. Gonna go grocery shopping tomorrow, I think.
Air fryers are actually pretty cool. We've used ours a bunch.
It's an air fryer / grill, which is you just stick a grill in the bottom of the air fryer, and that turns into a grill, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Smells a lot like a shoe store, so I'm letting it just gas off for now. I'm like...
Did you buy it used?
No, it's got a very leathery, plasticky... Like, it's fresh. It's fresh off the boat. Like, we open the box, we're like, whoo! That thing's gassing off some hydrocarbons.
Was it like The Simpsons and there was like that COVID kind of all?
Kind of, I think so.
I can hear you. I just can't see you right now because I couldn't see you before. But now I really can't see you. But now I can.
Tim doesn't have any heat in his shop. I don't have any heat in my shop, too. That's why I'm in the studio. Hello, Awesome. I'm just going to go with awesome. Sure. Thoughts on the PRS Silver Sky? All right. You know, it's a expensive Strat type guitar. I like the fact that it's got the tighter fretboard radius. I do like when they did the reverse headstock, it gives you very much that Strat feel right around the nut. So when you're doing the cowboy chords, it feels the same. Yeah, I'm not sure about the 3 on a side headstock, but I get it, you know, because it's PRS. What's up, Scott? And they have an SE version now. I'd be more inclined to get that probably because I think those. So this guy's like over $3,000 Canadian. That's a lot of Canadian Tire dollars.
So that was that like a technical term?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Epoxy has to cure, Hobo Roadie. It hasn't.
Did you take all the tape and other crap that was inside of it off?
Oh, I took all that off. Yeah. And I was just like, I'm trying to remove anything. Yeah. And I thought it was just me at first. And then Amanda walked over. She's like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Pungent was the term. So. But yeah, I'm looking forward to get that fired up. Going to get some chicken wings tomorrow, I think. Dad doesn't like chicken wings, but I'll make Dad something else. He can have some KD.
KD doesn't work in it.
No. Well, we could try it once. Would not want to clean that up.
No.
Okay, so if anybody got any gear in the chat, you know, definitely let us know. Let's see if this works again. Any luck now, Randy? Nothing. Nope. Speaking of big announcements, the birthday boy himself, Aaron from Albus Band, is in the chat. Happy birthday, brother Aaron. Another year older. Certainly not wiser. Nah. He's pretty smart. Will got a pay hike on his health insurance. That's classy. Sure. That sucks. Joe's never tried a PRS. Well, you should try one. You don't have to buy it. You can just try it. Just don't drop it when you try it. Then you have to buy it. Because they don't do relic versions.
Billy is just, I was going to ask if there's any lip readers in the chat that could, because then Randy can talk and people could just.
Yeah. Closed caption, perhaps, of some kind, yeah. Michael Crow says, I got a couple of those bargain guitar straps for Fender. I'm hoping I can pull off pink. Mark wants to challenge you to a game or two of cornhole.
Okay. Well, Mark, I was in the in your area, but Ben did not want to go for some reason.
I was busy.
And I can say I can show off the third place trophy, black thing, whatever.
That was in Pittsburgh.
It was a ugly Christmas sweater tournament, and I wore the traditional, for the first time in 48 years, a Toronto Maple Leaf sweater to the ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh, and you would probably want me to just show up shirtless.
There was kids there.
Because that's your idea of an ugly sweater contest.
There was kids there. We don't want to scare the kids.
Hey, AQ Music. The air fryers at first have a smell. Thought so, Terry. You know, they say it's normal and non-toxic goes away after the Yeah, I haven't even plugged it in. I'm just, if it already smells before you plug it in, yeah. Plus, I need to drill a hole in the island in the kitchen there to put. I got a bunch of appliances to put out, and I don't have a place to put them right now. So it'd be nice because the outlet's under, and I don't want to run cables around. And so Scott's like, I got a nice hole saw perfect for a prong plug to go through. Hey, Tonefish. Check out the new Racing Stripe Firefly 338s on Guitars Garden. I impulse bought one. Oh, yes. We're figuring out mic issues with Randy, unfortunately, Aaron. He's hey, Mad Raj. What's up? Some deep fried chili. And some don't.
Some people boil peanuts and some don't.
Scott posted his haul on Facebook. Sweet. Hey, Gretch Zeppelin. Yeah, I will need to fire up that thing soon, though. Like gas off, so I'm not doing any rings in there. Hey, Mike. We got 51 people watching. Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, actually, the only other thing I got was a couple of these here, which is for my show, which probably Charles 75N will be the only one to actually see it, probably, because since he is the my #1 watcher. But I got a couple of the out of Michigan cornhole regulator.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Which is just a thing you screw onto the bottom of your board, and you can pull the string out of the hole and measure. Yeah.
Yes, I remember us talking about those some time ago.
Yep. And that's come with the nice, always walk the string back to the device. Don't just let her hum from 27 feet.
Oh, look at this. Always there for you, Doug.
Exactly.
Hey, I watched the lesson video, and I knew it wasn't the first take. Because I'm like,
it
there's
was,
no way
you bastard.
Huh?
It was.
It was not. There's no way you're making 3 out of 4 on your first throw.
F you, I've got the video to prove it.
I played with you enough times to know better. Hey, other left.
But as many people...
You're telling me there wasn't a corn dog involved during warm-up processes?
No. I was to turn it on and let her hum.
Well, let's see. Do we have Randy now? Nope. Oh, no. Oh, we have a special incoming.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's Quinn James. What's going on? Me. This is for Aaron. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Aaron. Happy birthday to you. I want to wish everybody a happy 2021. I hope everybody had a good year, because 2022 is just going to be a fucking disaster. We all know it. Hey, it's Quinn James. See you later.
Well, there we are then. Oh, wait. How am I on solo all of a sudden? There we go.
Better you than me, I don't know. This is riveting. Us watching you read a text.
No. I was just trying to send out my... Well, you know what I'm going to do now, Doug? We're just going to just throw a wrench right into the works. Because I don't know what's going to happen now, because I just posted the StreamYard link in the chat.
Yeah. Well,
so if you'd like to jump on and say Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday, or, like the drive-by cuting we just had. And I said cuting. Jump on in. We did this the other night over on Dave's channel. It was interesting.
Sure.
Thank you, Leo. Yes, I'm wearing my Gizmachi shirt. Great album. Someone buy Quentin a tuner for Christmas. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tank. And I will answer that in a second, Joe. Oh, yeah, this should be interesting. Yep. All right. I asked you a speaker question. Yes, ceramic versus Alnico for metal. Jensen CI8R, Jensen Mod 8, or Celestion 15.8 leaning. All right. They're all $40-ish. They're all 8-inch speakers. My question to you, Joe, is what amp you putting in? Because the speaker depends on what amp. You want to match certain speakers to certain amps. And are you running it as a clean amp or a dirty amp? Like if you're running the amp dirty, you're going to want to probably lean a little more Celestion-esque. But if you're doing more of a Fender-y type thing, pedal platform, if you will, then I would definitely go for a Jensen. It's all good, Randy. Like I say, if we're still having an issue, we could troubleshoot this at another time. That's why I texted him. Just saying. So, 56 people watching, according to Will.
Joe lost me at speaker question.
Yeah, because you were thinking someone actually talking.
I don't know.
Sure. Oh, imagine that. There's a shocker.
Hey, it's me, Quentin James. How you doing?
Speaking of which, before we go any further, if you haven't already, has anyone seen Quentin's shopping at Kroger video? It's about 4 minutes long. And you know, Terry, I'm a sucker for Quentin James videos, right? Yeah. And it's just Quentin walking into Kroger in selfie mode, and it's just like, hey, Quentin James, nice to meet you. Hey, Quentin James, nice to meet you. Hey, Quentin James, nice to meet you. And there's people around him.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
I was crying. I was laughing so hard. The first time he did it, I freaking coffee right out. Hey, Quentin James, nice to meet you.
I could see them all going, who the?
Then usually an eye roll follows, you know. He doesn't like being out amongst the great unwashed. But, you know, sometimes the Lord of Louisville has to go to the ghetto Kroger to get some ketchup. And it's the ghetto Kroger, Doug, because he's packing heat every time he goes there. Because, well, it is Louisville.
Yeah, in regards to what Joe's asking about, it's for Viper 15. And like I said to him, my advice actually would be just to ignore getting an 8 and getting a 12, putting it in a box and connecting it.
Oh, it's for a Viper. Ah, totally different. Yeah, but you don't want to use a regular guitar speaker necessarily in that. You want a full-range speaker in a modeling amp. Yeah, modeling amps use different speakers than regular guitar amps. So I would look at a full-range... You can get a full-range Jensen that'll work well.
Will, the only one who could probably verify that would be probably Doug.
Yeah, we got another Canuck in the chat. We're on the screen. There we go. What's up, buddy?
Hey, guys.
It's got snow in Vancouver. You know what? You're the only fellow Canadian I'm allowed to mock regarding snow because you guys don't normally get that much. So
I got no snow.
We're being punished for something.
Okay, here, because I know 3 of the 4 people on the screen here were watching Pete Thorne earlier. How much of you guys were just laughing at Pete when he's like, holy fuck, it's cold in Edmonton. No shit, Pete. You've been in Pasadena for 20, 30 years. He goes home to Edmonton, Doug, for the holidays, right? And he's in his hotel room. And he's like, it's minus 27. It's like, yeah, it's fucking Edmonton. It's northern Alberta at the end of December. Because he decided to go out for a walk this morning. Yeah, that lasted like half a block.
I think it was even funnier because of the fact that he's saying it's so cold. It's like, dude, be over here around the lakes. Try the humid cold.
Oh, no,
then you can say it's cold.
No, Terry. No. Until you've been in Edmonton this time
Yeah.
of year.
Yeah.
That's where you go outside and the snot instantly freezes, still in your nostrils. Like no, it's,
Yeah, but everything I've heard about Edmonton and over there is that is the low moisture level cold is more tolerable than
oh no,
moisture
instant
level.
wind burn,
Yeah.
instant wind burn. Yeah,
I've been in a snowstorm in Edmonton in April. It wasn't fun.
In April, right?
yeah. Or how many times has Cousin Kelly cursed us? She's like, "You damn Ontario people," because they get a snow squall in June.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you want to live in northern Alberta.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, no thanks. Hey, Papa
I mean,
Doug, Janice?
cold is cold, but
5
Yeah.
inches of snow in Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got no snow here.
It's just about all melted here.
we
got it all.
Half a foot.
Yeah.
We won't go there for fret level midnight living in Texas and
Hey, Terry.
talking about snow.
Go zap a troll.
Oh, geez.
My dreams are right here, buddy. Hey, Max. Fretlow Midnight's here.
It's now 3.
1 people. Like, at least put a vowel in the name. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I see a couple of Y's in there, but they weren't really used as vowels even. Like, I don't know who you are. Don't self-promoting your dreams in my chat. Is it guitar-related dreams? Don't know. You never even bothered to say. You didn't even say hello.
You don't know where he's putting that. He could have a guitar. You just don't know where he's putting it.
Well, that's true. That's true.
It could be at least like cornhole related or, maple syrup or something at least.
No, not maple syrup, which I traded away. I got some maple syrup for Christmas. I traded it away.
Doug, was
No.
that a gay gift?
It was not me. It was not me.
No, my aunt and uncle gave gift baskets to Amanda's family and then Dad and me. And I was like, they're like, okay, there's some fancy cheese in there or something. I'm like, oh yeah. And he's like, put that in the fridge till your sister comes over. I'm like, yeah, not a problem. As soon as she comes over, I'm like, I'm going to trade you my maple syrup for your cheese. She's like, deal. And Scott looked at me. He's like, deal. Hey, Ben, what are you grinding over there? A little something, a little mistletoe, I guess.
Christmas herbs.
Christmas herbs and or spices.
You'd be grinding some Christmas trees, eh?
I don't know. Wiseman dropped it off. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it, Ben. You're grinding from some frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah, it's a mix. It's a frankincense and myrrh hybrid.
And knowing Ben, there's more myrrh than sense.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Some frankincense myrrh kush.
Hey, what you got there, Symmetry?
Santa brought me a Epiphone Extra Prophecy.
Oh, sweet. Look at that. What's
Yeah.
that's got a bound neck?
Fishman's,
Holy shit.
Walking
That's
Tuners.
a bit of a hot rodded item, isn't it?
Oh, I like it.
So a satin finish, and it's got binding on the neck, but does that have binding on the body too?
Yep.
Well, all be dipped. Look at that. That's not, I like. Can I borrow it? Thanks.
Come on, Mom.
Yeah, that's okay. I just have to pop over to grab it. Is all. That's the only key.
Yeah,
Right.
only what, 5 provinces or so?
Half of them.
All the provinces.
Yeah, half of them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, those anyone that's reviewed the various models of those have said they're really nice guitars.
What's up, Caleb?
Yeah, it was a deal I couldn't say no.
Sour Diesel's nice. I don't know what do I got? Strawberry lime haze this evening.
Need a little antifreeze.
Yeah, that worked. Little antifreeze never hurts. Nice. Mayhem was asking where the strap knobs are. It's on the back of the neck, isn't it? Like at the neck heel in the right.
I was going to say it's...
Oh no, they put it up there. Oh yeah, sweetness. Oh yeah, that's
Battery.
sweet.
I'm loving the Fishman.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The
I
Fishmans
don't think I've
were
ever
big
played a
one.
bad set of Fishmans.
Got the 3 voicings, right? The overwound single coil, the modern humbucker,
And the Gibson sound.
PAF. I'm constantly
Nice.
going. PAF sound is so good through the Marshall.
I kind of figured as much, Will. Kind of figured as much. Hey, Jason. You only got $50 for Christmas. What music gear could I get for that? $50. You could get a variety of pedals off the Jungle website. You could buy approximately 7 packs of strings. You could buy
A uke?
I don't know, like 40 guitar picks. Seems these days.
Get a
'cause they seem like-
uke.
you get a ukulele. You get a shitty
Guitar
microphone.
tuner.
You could get a
Tambourine.
pair of OK headphones on sale. You could get
Yeah.
2 capos. You could get a cable and a capo. You could get a guitar strap and a cable, but not a long cable. You could get several pedal patch cables. You could buy batteries for your pedals. You could buy guitar polish, string winders,
Nut
gig
lube.
bag, maybe.
Yeah. Gig
Yep.
bag.
If you go into
Back
the
in
right
some
pawn shop,
instances-
$50 will get you a used tar shell case.
That's what I was just going to say. You could get a used hard shell case probably in decent condition for $50.
A guitar lesson or 2. I don't know. Or you can get 2 straps like Amanda. Yep, she did. Dang it. Spoiler for your non-members and patrons. Yeah, the last patron video was Scott had sent a couple of guitar straps, one for me and one for Amanda. So I took them both over. So I figured I'd let her decide, Terry.
Mm.
And she looked at them and she went, I want them both.
Of course.
And that's when
Fine.
you say, it's going to cost you.
That's it, fine. Well, in all honesty, I've got like 15 straps. So,
Yeah, I know. I'm saying.
and I play sitting down 99% of the time. So, I used that one that Mayhem gave me, that Daddario one. Yeah, that's it. With the old clasping system that fits on any kind of strap button.
Yep.
I think that's cool.
Yep. For Level Midnight says a Glary costs $110 US now. It's ridiculous.
You could buy a Canucks with Guitars t-shirt. Does that count as gear? I hear wearing one while playing adds 3% more to your tone.
And
more
increases your maple production 5%.
It decreases it 100%.
Doug.
Well, Terry's the only one not wearing a black shirt on. I was going to say on stage. On screen. Same thing. Apparently,
Yeah,
Clary's
no.
went up in price. Okay.
Maybe that's the extra UPS charge.
It'd be way more than that, probably. They sent a guitar pick, they'd charge you $50.
You've ordered a Glary. That'll now cost you $47 for the instrument. We're going to charge you
I guarantee you, if
$20 in
Larry
tax.
sent me a guitar through UPS, UPS would charge more than the value of that Glary to receive it. Yeah, especially if they shipped it across border, which they would, because that's the way they are. Even if it starts in Canada, they'll send it to the US and then back to Canada. Just because it's me.
Yeah.
Spite. I get it. Thoughts on Kiesels? Mess?
Magic Man.
You like
It's
them, don't
Magic
you?
Man in the side chat.
I dislike them less than I used to, but they're still more on the dislike meter than the like meter. They make a nice guitar if they make it right.
That's what I was saying when Magic.
It's kind of a
said
big
he was
deal when you
ordering
custom
one.
order all the guitars. Like when you don't really have production guitars and everything's custom, you really need to get things like, I don't know, the color right,
Or the fretboard.
and they shouldn't be at NAMM. Exactly, Michael Gross should not. No, they have no need to be at NAMM. None.
Remember, you have to specify how roasted you want your roasted maple fingerboard.
I'd like a medium roast, medium rare.
Yeah.
I don't like it too dark. I don't need it well done. I don't want it looking like charcoal. What's this, ebony? No, that's maple. Really? Left or right?
I think they got the orders wrong. Nope, that's what you ordered. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you did, Michael. That's okay.
That's funny. Absolute mayhem. UPS ugly people shippers.
Yeah. Kiesel is only at NAMM to show off to fellow guitar player professionals, trying to woo them over and show off to YouTubers hoping to get some press. That's the only reasons they're there. Because they don't sell to dealers at a dealers only show. Who's worse, Gibson or Kiesel? I don't know. Gibson seems to stand behind on their screw ups. Like if you're like, hey,
Yeah.
You got this going on. They're like, all right, yeah, send her in. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, if you get a shoddy product from Gibson, no. They'll take it back,
But
whereas...
you should look over the guitar before purchasing. I don't think I would ever buy a Gibson sight unseen. Just because of the hassle of shipping it back and stuff. Because I've seen enough finish flaws on Gibsons that I would be like, I'm going over this with a fine-tooth comb and I'm bringing someone else along to look so I don't notice that big thumbprint 3 days in. They play nice enough. Well, once you cut the nut correctly. But they play nice enough.
That reminds me, Symmetry, is that a new or a used one that you got?
You're muted.
You're muted.
I muted. I had to turn the furnace back on.
Mm.
It was a demo at Long and McQuaid.
Oh!
Okay.
I went in with the mindset of just getting the regular Epiphone black.
Yeah.
But for an extra $100, I walked out with this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
you definitely
Hawkins
can't go
Tutors
wrong with
Enrichments
that.
For
then.
$100, I'm in.
Yeah, that's definitely a great deal. Hey, Robot.
RJ says he hasn't seen anything come out this year enough that's piqued his interest to buy. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess some of the Player Plus stuff, but I already like the Player series, so why wouldn't I like Player Plus? It's more.
Yeah, but next year they're probably going to release Player Plus.
No, it'll be the Player Lux or Ultra Lux or the Player Ultra, and then the Player
Ultra
Lux.
plus X.
And then the Ultra Lux
exclamation
Plus.
point.
Yeah. Hey, Dan. Okay, so what's the best two humbucker guitar I could get for under $1,600? Ooh.
Ooh. That's tough because new or used.
Well,
Like,
I'll say new. Because used, you don't know. You can find a deal. So that
American?
you can get a lot of guitar for that. And think of that's price as US.
Yeah.
$2
If that's
grand.
US.
Jesus. Wasn't that long? You could still get an actual SG for about $1,600.
Yeah. Well, even now, actually, some of the prices.
Well, you
I've
can now,
seen-
yeah, like their SGJ or LPJ equivalent, whatever those ones are. It's one, but it's just barely one. Like
Well,
the studio type
Steve
thing.
was saying that on the
What's up,
show
T-Ricky?
the other night that he had seen an SG standard for $1,400 US on Guitar Center used.
Yeah, but we're talking new. You can't say used.
Yeah.
Doug could post one that he doesn't know what it's worth, and he posts it on Kijiji for $300. So does that mean, hey, they're $300? No. Doug didn't show it to me.
Customized by Doug. It's a Gibson.
Those, Fret Level Midnight doesn't like the Charvels. I like the Charvels. They're nice. If you want something along that vein, the LTD 1000 series, which is kind of their top end LTDs for the most part, you can get a lot of LTD for that price.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
If we're going by 1600 new and US, there's a lot of instruments you can get.
Yeah, I know. Like you can buy a lot of Ibanez for 1600. You can buy, pretty much everything outside of US build for $1,600 and be nice. Hello, Kootenai Stringworks. There's a new name in the chat, and I like it. Kootenai Stringworks. That sounds like a cool place to go and hang out. Gibson Tribute Les Paul 1600. Lots of guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. The studio as well would also probably be in that range too, I think.
I think they might be around closer to the $2,000 range now, I think, for the studios. But they got that Studio Tribute.
Yeah.
I think that's what Richie just picked up. He just picked up a 2019 Studio Tribute, which he's been posting all over Facebook.
Yeah, I think for sure for like that much, you can get into a new SG special for sure.
Studio's $2,000 Canadian. Yeah, that'd be right around that 1600 range, wouldn't it? So it's close.
That'd get you a pretty nice Schecter too.
Yeah, that's
Very
what I
nice
was saying.
Schecter.
Like a high, that would be like upper mid / low high end Schecter for 16.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely go down. That's what I'm saying. Anything built outside of the U.S., you can get at that price point. Pretty much everything you want, other than super, quadruple bound gold pickup, whatever.
Ooh, I just realized one.
Uber cork sniffer.
That would be about around 1600 US. A fair amount of Ola's models of his solar guitars.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a lot in that 12 to 1600 range.
Oh yeah, like if you're getting an Indonesian guitar for 1600 US, it'd be almost custom shop because of the labor cost.
Yeah,
you can get a lot of labor for 1600 US out of Indonesia. That's what they, like you get into those Eastmans, like those high-end Chinese guitars. You can get most Japanese guitars, or a fair amount of Japanese. I shouldn't say most, but a fair amount of Japanese guitars in that price point.
There you go. Billy Baloney says Les Paul Tribute is 1300 US.
There you go. I like that whitewash one that I demoed. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
I enjoyed it. Stripped down punk rock machine. Had a nice tone too.
I'm trying to think, what else would you be able to get into for $2 humbucker? There's got to be some Fender products like Strats and Tellys, I think.
There might. If they still make a double humbucker Telly like mine out of Mexico. Actually, if they did a dual humbucker in the American Performer line, it might even come in at that price point.
Because I'm pretty sure they've got a few.
If they do, but I don't know. Fender seems to do a lot of humbuckers in the necks, but you don't see a lot of dual humbucker unless it's their wide range, and reissue stuff. Like my Telly, my Mexican Telly, doesn't really exist right now, I don't think.
It was a heavy metal branded Strat I saw at the store while I was there.
Yeah.
Got a Floyd, a couple humbuckers, a big flat neck. I think it's a 17-inch radius or something.
You can definitely get all the Mexican stuff, right?
Yeah.
At that price point. Do they do Mexican Jacksons? I know they do Mexican Charvels. Do they do Mexican Jacksons?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. There's a lot of...
I know they do Korean. I know they do Japan. But I don't know if they do a Mexican Jackson.
I know there's... With Jackson, it does start to reach up past 1600 pretty quickly with a bunch of models. I don't think there's too much in that kind of high mid range.
Yeah. Well, it's weird how like Jackson and Gretsch are kind of made side by side. They were both Korean, Japan,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got Fenders and Charvels doing the Mexican plant. EVH is Indonesian and Mexico. For their offshore stuff. It's interesting.
If you go by...
I didn't think so. Thanks, Fretlow Midnight. I didn't think so. But it's weird that they don't.
Yeah.
Talk about streamlining. Oh, Ecuadorian guitars. We didn't even start on those boner jams. What's up, buddy? Hope you had a Merry Christmas. It's always a pleasure when Boner Jams is in the chat. China. Yeah, I think... Is that... Yeah, that's probably where my Jackson I sold to Mark was made. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Probably
one that I've got
$200.
back here on the rack. The 22 series and that, yeah, I think they're China. If they're not China, they're Indos. Well.
Well, look at Doug doing shopping, too.
It wasn't me.
What do we got here? 1,400 Canadian at that. A Supro David Bowie limited edition. Dual tone electric guitar. That's kind of cool.
It's a China. The JS 22 that I
Yeah.
got. It's a China.
That makes sense.
So.
It's like a China girl.
My little China girl.
Yeah, okay. Have some more smack there, David.
What's another one I was
I assume the Q stands for quilt top, Fretlow Midnight?
There's a lot of LTD.
You can get a lot of LTD. You can get all the LTD you want for $1,600 US.
For
Basically.
1,600. You'd
Like-
maybe be able to sneak into an ESP. Maybe.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
They don't make production ESPs anymore.
Oh,
They
yeah,
haven't.
that's right.
They haven't made for a few years. Anything that's actually branded ESP is custom shop.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is weird because I always thought they were one of the first of having that dual. Well, not one of the first, but like you had your LTD and you had your ESP, and it was like getting an Epiphone or a Gibson in many ways.
Yeah.
LTD was a great guitar, and then if you wanted the full-on, real deal Japanese fit and finish, you got basically the same guitar with a different logo on the headstock. Why is GNL so overlooked? I don't know, Hog Rotten, but that's fine. As someone who prefers to buy his guitars previously enjoyed, we do not need cat hair in the weed. We do not need that.
Yeah, GNL.
Yeah, because they have no resale value. It's kind of, it's a shame, but it's kind of cool for us that like to flip gear and buy used stuff. And, great guitars. And their imports play just as good, as I always say to PRS owners, basically the same thing. Their imports do play damn near as well as their American stuff.
Yeah, I was going to mention, too, in that same vein as GNL, the Reverends. You can get some fairly high-end Reverends for $1,600.
Go figure, because it's a Korean guitar with QA in Toledo.
Yeah.
And I believe they're made in the same factory as Duesenberg's, perhaps?
Yeah.
Which is also the same factory where Revoltas are made.
That was another one I was actually going to make the suggestion of because Tim Pierce put a video out about Sweetwater has a limited edition Player's Gretsch with player upgrades, and it sounds nice and it looks nice with the...
I do enjoy the Reverend guitars. I played a lot of Reverends at the last NAMM show. I made a point of playing a lot of Reverends at the last show. Reverend is still more or less owned by Joe Naylor, formerly of Naylor Amps, and I think Naylor Guitars, as I recall.
See you
All
later,
right,
TL
Scott
Pedals.
and Tim.
And Scott.
Yeah, even though Ken Haas, president, chief bottle washer over at Reverend, he's kind of the face of the company, but it's Joe Naylor that owns the company. And he lives in the greater Detroit area, and factory / assembly / warehousing and distributing is just south in Toledo.
Again, high-end
You
Epiphones.
can shake out your head all you want, Doug.
I'm not to anyone who's been from those two places, but is there a greater area in Detroit?
Greater as in within the,
Okay.
the GTA,
Yeah.
except the GDA.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And for Toledo,
Detroit area.
I've been to Toledo once. They have too many quarter theaters on each corner.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I got close to Toledo and then I turned right, and then on my way back I got close to Toledo and I turned left, and I skirted it both times. It's like, the old Jeep system's like, hey, do you want to go through Toledo? I'm like, rather not. I'd rather just keep on trucking.
My Jeep system could have bypassed you through Toledo, but it put me right through the middle of Toledo.
Although at some point we should go to Toledo Speedway for an ARCA race.
Yeah.
That said, road trip to Toledo.
Bypass the theater district, which is almost.
We don't have to go right into Toledo if we go to Toledo Speedway.
Just like,
That's not good, John. That's not good at all.
I was going to mention Heritage Guitars, but I don't think they're that low.
Nope. Vintage guitars, though, you can.
Yeah, vintage.
Same thing, only cheaper.
Prestige out of Canada would be another one. You'd be able
And
to get some.
just to respond to Hit Metalworks, I'm not sure if her name was Heather. April, in the theater, but she may have been in Toledo.
I don't know if it was the month or her name.
I know it wasn't a month. That's for sure.
Yeah, Guitar Man 45. See, speaking of the greater Detroit area, Guitar Man 45 is from the greater Detroit area. And we've seen him in our NASCAR chat on occasion, Doug. Maybe we pick him up on the way to Toledo Speedway.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. For about $1,600 US, you could probably get about 4 or 5 Harley Benton guitars.
Well, you get a pull a Clapton, you just get 4, and then you put them together to get one that you like.
That'd be possible. Actually, Jill mentions Texas Toast Guitars.
I don't know if they'd build you. I don't know what they'd build you for 1,600.
I think their single pickup telly is under $1,000, or just around $1,000 US.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Next controversial topic: full tone pedals. Thoughts? You don't have to like the owner of the company to like their gear. JJ still loves his OCD. I haven't had enough experience with full tone gear to really know. Their daily driver. See, Kootenai, they know. I assumed gender. I shouldn't do that, even though my analytics state, Doug, much like your analytics, I'm sure we can assume it's a he watching.
Nice. I go to Texas Toast site, and it says go to their ready to ship thing for what's available to buy. I click on it and I get a message: we don't have any products to show here right now.
Yes, Chris, man. Happy New Year's to you, my friend. Let's see here. I did see Leo. Yes, Pete was in Edmonton for today's show. Let's see here. Yeah.
Could check here. See if they actually have it. Or have something.
Kootenai Stringworks asks, where are you guys based out of? Well, I am just outside of Belleville, Ontario, which is about 100 miles east of Toronto. Next.
West Coast, Vancouver, BC.
Doug?
Inside my basement.
And I'm about
100 kilometers west of Toronto.
I'm about 3 to 4 hours west of Ben, in the Georgian Bay area of Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
Hey, Dwight.
What's up, Dwight? Well, somebody was asking, I think Bone Jams was asking if Tink's going to come on. That's up to Tink. If Tink wants to come on, it wouldn't be the first
Yeah,
time.
I mean, like, come on, people. There's 6 more slots.
Well, I don't want to get into a Brady Bench situation because that's just a lot of noise.
Oh, I can step away then if a whole bunch of other people came on.
Well,
anyways.
We can rotate through. We'll see how it goes. I suppose I can. No. Oh yeah. Let's here. How did we do that last time? I did this right. I threw this right in here. Belleville, New Jersey as well. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot. It's weird. Yeah, there's a lot of Bellevilles and Trentons like around here and there. Brighton. That's another popular one. It's weird because they're all in a row here. Here, maybe Bonus Jams will pop on. I don't know. Oh, that's all good, Kootenai Stringworks. I don't know. Did you just find us tonight? I'm just curious. And if you're new watching or lurking in the chat and you're new, please subscribe.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
But yeah, getting back to the whole $1,600, I don't think there's very many guitar companies out there that you couldn't get a product from other than, say, like maybe Heritage.
Oh, cool.
Friedman. Nice. Thanks for joining.
Oh, come on, Joe. Not everybody's the worst in Long Island. You're there. We like you. Nesdall's there. We like him.
We got family there.
We've got family there. Great, we do.
Yeah. Can we get Will?
Yeah, we love Long
verify
Island.
that?
Near Fernie.
Fernie Snow Valley. I've been there.
Don't be knocking stuff over. You're not even drinking. Jesus.
Looks way, way up.
Let's just move those cables away from the foot. There we go. Yeah, you do want to replace the Floyds at times on the LTDs for Love Midnight. You can say that for a lot of the guitars.
For Love Midnight.
I'm not getting into it. But I'm not getting into it.
Speaking of new Floyds, I wonder how John DeShane's liking his new FU tone bridge.
Yeah.
Should send us a picture.
Yeah, I don't get into anything political, but hey, if it's self-deprecating about your own area, why not? I'm all for that. Joe admits, okay, we have like 11 nice people on Long Island.
What are you talking about?
Oh, wow, we've hit the 1 hour mark. We'll go for a while yet. I don't know. I told the dad I told Dad we could be a while tonight. You know, these group hangs, you never know.
Yeah, no mad rush of people coming in.
That's okay. Well, you don't know. I might be having them on in the green room there, you know, just stewing. Going,
Warming up in the batter's box.
yeah. What's everyone doing for New Year's? Any gigs at all? I'm gonna pregame New Year's over at Steve from Boston's channel next Saturday night, or is that New Year's Day? Is that New Year's? When is New Year's? Is that Friday night?
It's the 31st.
Friday night.
That's Friday. All right. I don't know. I'll
New
probably
Year's
watch
Day.
film at night and then go to sleep. I don't. I am not a fan of New Year's. Hey, Todd. Hey, Paul. Yeah, like I've gigged New Year's gigs. Fortunately, they pay well. They pay through the ass for New Year's, which is awesome. And you deserve every bit of it because you deal with a lot of Karens and Kyles. All the Karens and Kyles buy those tickets to come see your band play on New Year's Eve. You know, how come you don't know this song? Because I've never heard of it. Weirdo.
But you're Canadian. You're supposed to know it. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean I know every Canadian song.
Exactly. Just because your uncle wrote a song in 1972 and it was on the local radio station twice. I don't know. And then, I've gone to New Year's parties and there's always somebody starts a fight, another couple starts a fight, there's a chick crying, someone else is puking. It's just, I don't need all that shit.
It's family weddings, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I get enough of that at family weddings.
Yeah.
Oh, the family wedding thing. Oh, jeez.
I don't know. I don't recall anyone crying necessarily at yours, Doug, but... Well.
No.
Wow, that'd be a really obscure one to play if somebody requested "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." I don't know how somebody would be able to play that one.
All the girls are like, play We Kings! And when they get really drunk, play Zombie! No! We close with that.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
the
actually
strain of the
surprised.
day? That was the Strawberry Lime Haze. Still is, for that matter.
I'm actually surprised that Billy hasn't came back on since the link was put out there.
It's not a party until someone pukes and someone gets in a fight. Exactly. Yep. Or both. I usually puke, but that's because I eat something I shouldn't eat, and you know what? I got to get back on stage. Let's do it.
To reference another famous Canadian song, that definitely sounds like a Sudbury Saturday night to me.
What's a wedding band song that you never get tired of playing? Oh. I need to know some wedding band songs. Let me think. That's a good one because I really don't like a lot of it.
The Here Comes the Bride song?
Nope, never played that.
Really? Never at a wedding.
Why would I don't even know how to play the wedding march? Why? How would I?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, that would be one of those songs that it would be hard to forget to not play.
Yeah, it's like you don't get tired of playing. I'm not pretty much sick of every song you'd hear played at a wedding reception. So, I don't know.
that could be a substitute for it too. Yeah.
The wood shop, Paul.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, I don't think we only played one wedding in one band because most of the bands played were not wedding friendly. Doug, could you see One Day to Live playing a wedding reception? Well, you could, but
yeah, I could.
Hey again, Zach.
Yeah, there's your crying because the bride would be, who hired these people? Nobody is dancing. No.
If it was one of our family weddings, it would work because if it works for a family reunion, it'll work for a.
Cheers, Goodney. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah.
Oh, there's another classic song that gets played at a lot of weddings. Love Shack by the B-52s.
All the songs that are played at weddings are overplayed at weddings because they all play the same songs.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler's version of Love Stinks.
Yeah.
That would be
epic.
funny.
I would love that. Any Canadians get any Boxing Day deals? I wanted an Empress tape delay because I couldn't justify the ecosystem. I get it. L&M had used ecosystem regular price $630, got it for $220. Holy crap! Basically new.
Wow.
Whee!
That's an amazing deal.
That's sweetness. I would like that.
400 off. Whew. Yeah, Tommy Lee Music right now is actually doing a whole bunch of Fender B stocks. So if you're anywhere around BC, you can go to Tommy Lee Music and they have a bunch of Fender.
I was like, wait, what? Like Tommy Lee? What, is he clearing out gear?
Yeah, it's something that isn't
Whoa, right
Long
there.
and McQuaid, right, Ben?
Any goals for your channel in the new year? Yep. Keep going.
Bro.
Keep growing. Exactly.
More subs.
Just carry over this year's goals to next year, which was hit 5,000 subs. Didn't do it this year.
Or road trips. Those are fun.
I would, I would love to do road trips. I just can't right now.
Those are
For a variety of reasons.
to get there.
But day trips, possibly. We can get into the day trips, and unfortunately, it's like the core group likes, regardless of what you do, type thing. But it's like there's a reason I don't shoot demos in stores anymore because of the stupid comments by a select amount of people. Which of course you ignore the comments, but when your notifications are going up, ding, like, why are you wearing that on your face? Because it's the law, dum dum. It's the law. Where have you been the last 2 years? I can't hear you talking through that face mat. Well, shut the fuck up and listen. Turn up your speakers. Everyone else hears me. You're the only person that hears.
I thought you were gonna go on about the guy who was complaining about you not playing jazz on the jazz box demo.
Oh, there's that. There's always that. Or, you do get the quality ones, like yesterday on Christmas Day. You should never be in front of the camera again. I'm like, thanks.
What?
You cannot play. You have no sense of humor. Walk away. Get someone else to do the camera work. I'm like, what do you think? It's a corporation that puts out these videos? Like,
wow.
yes, I'm just on-air talent. There's a whole wall. That's why I can't show you the fourth wall. Doug's seen it. Yeah, it's a console with and directors, and headsets and lights and faders and suits and corporate. Yeah.
Well, Ben, you got to use
more
more
the,
CGI animation in your guitar demos. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm more of the studio just to your left.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. There are some people that are pretty extreme in their comments.
So, I take Phil McKnight's advice, read, delete, and move on. And depending on how quality it is, maybe block too, because there's, there's millions of folks in this YouTube community. I don't need the angry, lonely ones. They have their own issues. They're obviously bitter at the world and need to lash out. What's up, Paul Leonard Ewing?
Talk about comments. Fred Level Midnight, I'm just here to take up space.
You don't want to
Doug's a
talk
placeholder.
Charles says, leave the performer-shaped object alone.
Doug's like the coffee coaster.
Yep.
Oh, you want to hear Doug talk a lot? Tune in Tuesday nights on NAS Canucks. Will you hear such catchphrases? I got nothing.
Nothing.
Metallica Black and Whiskey, Leo. Highly recommend. It's a delicious blend of rye and bourbon. A little overpriced, but it's muy bien.
Nice. The last store you went to looked pretty cool. Multi-floor layout with a good variety of electrics and amps. Yeah, that was the new store in Kingston, Ardens.
The new Ardens,
45 minutes down the road, down the highway? And then that took a while. It was another 10 minutes. Kingston, oh man. Kingston is going to be the next, I think, Kitchener or Waterloo area for just Doug, they're just building and expanding. You know, when it used to take you off the highway, you get off 401, you could be in downtown Kitchener in what, 8 minutes?
Yeah.
And now it's 28 minutes?
No.
More?
Like 9.
Really?
Yeah.
It's different out here because you're limited by the
Well,
ocean
the last few times I've been out that way.
and the border. So instead of branching out wide, you're stacking them up high. There's high
Right.
rise built everywhere
Yeah.
on our mainland right now.
Yeah, that is the weird thing about BC, how it's more narrow but long. It's kind of similar to how California is almost laid out. Even though California does have some extra width to it compared to
You're
BC.
bordered by mountains and ocean. There's only so wide you can go.
Yeah, there's only so much
Yeah.
so much space.
Although there's a lot of big farmlands and stuff out in Chilliwack, Corn County
Sure.
and stuff. Start cutting that up. Mind you, it's all in that flood zone, so I don't know if I'd be buying any property out there.
Robot, is that for us or is that for everyone in the chat?
For everybody. Why not?
Me? None? In one instance?
Paul, I'm angry and lonely, and all I got was pen.
And coffee.
So if you'd like to jump in and join us, there's the link.
Yes, please do join
More
us.
squares in here.
If you're on a mobile device, I recommend having somewhat of a charge in it. If you're tuning in on some kind of a laptop, desktop, integrated type system, make sure you don't have to playback still going when you jump in. We get that
Or-
from time
Just have it turned down.
or that.
You know things are really reaching a bad point in level when you read Joe Hervey say, "I miss Pez candies."
I got some upstairs. I would need them because they've been in that package the better part of 20 years.
Oh, God. They'd be so petrified you'd be able to replace a tooth with one, probably. The newest celebrity in Vancouver is water. Lots and lots of water.
Ice and snow now.
Mm-hmm.
If they got rid of most of the water out there before the big freeze came on, although I'm sure there's probably some pretty big ice rinks out there. I don't even have skates anymore.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember the last time I was on skates. Doug's like, what day was it?
Week. I was gonna say a week and a half.
Well, you're actually skating
No.
recently?
No.
Now, do you have more than one set of skates? Do you have goalie skates and other skates for... Yeah, because I was going to say, you don't want to be on goalie skates unless you're playing goal.
No.
Thanks, Will.
I have too many multiple pairs.
Thanks, Randy.
Yeah, Doug's the stick and ball guy. I used to could a bit. I couldn't really. More of a fan. He plays that stuff. Now the kids...
Not playing it right now. I've got issues, but it's
Yeah, you're getting old.
yeah.
I didn't know Doug's name was David Ayers.
How many flangers are lined up for the new year so far?
At least one.
Hey, Benjamin.
That'd be
it's
none.
you.
I don't think. Just looking.
There's some goals for the new year, the upcoming
Yeah,
season.
get some flangers so I can make it the year of the flanger. No kidding. I'm going to reshoot likely the Boss BF2 flanger, and I got the Joyo Classic, and I don't know if I ever did a demo on the Joyo Classic. That's the thing. I haven't done a demo in a long time. I do have it's going to be short. I did pick up. I forgot about that. Totally forgot until just now. I did get another tuner for the pedal board, so I have more than one. The last one's been acting up a little bit, so I'm going to give it a timeout for a while. I figure it's probably because it's been plugged in and turned on for years at a time. I might have some died. But for our friends at Swift Audio, look at the size of this.
That's a pedal?
All good, Randy. Oh, it's a pedal. Oh, it's a pedal, Terry. It's a pedal. It's a pedal.
Oh my god! Wow.
Look at that.
That
Power in
is
the top.
small.
I know, that's going to be awesome. Like, it's not going to take up much room on the old pedal board, that's for sure. I saw it on the Jungle website. I think they're 33 Canadian. So, snagged it up when I was putting in the old Christmas order. Actually, for Amanda's order, because hers didn't come to enough for the free shipping. And I'm like, well, that's right there. Yeah, so we'll do a demo on it. So why not? So, but yeah, like for people with super small pedal boards.
Oh, Michael Kraus. Any recommendations for pickups for a hollow body? I have a hollow body Ibanez Talman, and the pickups are just flat and dull. Something Filtertron-ish. Well, Filtertrons?
Yeah, there's a
TV
whole variety of
Jones.
like a TV Jones, but not Filtertrons.
Let's see, Filtertron style. Well, if you go on the cheap Guitar Fetish, if you start going up, I think Lawler makes some. I don't think there's too many pickup making companies that don't make a Filtertron style pickup. Just depends on how much you want to spend. Nyet.
I got you, Terry.
Me too. Yeah, all good, Randy.
Oh!
It's good. Thing again. Let's turn that off. So let's keep doing that. There we go. Oh.
Okay,
Hey, Sean Zimmerman. I did not.
Okay. Now it's fixed.
I am not commenting on that Robot Master Switch. Yeah, there's a lot of
God.
TV Jones type stuff out there. Buy TV Jones. Like, they got a whole line of stuff. Hog Rotten says, Joyo was giving away pedals if you review them. I did not know that. Cool.
I've got CD Fan on Facebook.
Tell you which ones to review. You can do multiple. Okay. Yeah, I had a company reach out to me similar to Joyo, but it wasn't Joyo, because Joyo I do. But they're like, hey, do you want to do a demo on this? And I'm like, it doesn't really apply to me. I forget what it was. But they also had some guitar stuff, and they're like, well, you can do anything of ours. And I looked, and it was just like, Terry, do I want to make a video of this product and then it just sits here? Because I'm not going to ever use it again. Like, I'm not going to name the company, but they're that tier of companies, one or two below Joyo even. Like, they were the...
Yeah.
I don't think they're sold outside of the Jungle website, and they're there part-time. So, it's like...
As for what Hog Rotten said, I've been aware of that for some time now, but the inherent problem was they only wanted American people to do it. There was no option for Canada.
Also, it depends on depends on the. That's the other thing is like, hey, you want to demo our fuzz pedal? No, I don't, because I'm not a good fuzz pedal guy. Give give me modulation or something like that. That's what I want. Hey, you got a chorus pedal? I'll demo the fuck out of a chorus pedal. Fuzz? Not so much. What's the story on that? Charles is giggling right now. I know it, Doug. I think, I was thinking to myself, Doug, Charles was saying, he said to me off air the other day, I'm going to spill it, Charles, that he's watched every video on my channel. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. And I'm pretty sure he's watched every video on your channel.
That's not much.
However, for him to watch every video on both of our channels, plus all the NAS Canucks, I think he drinks. I think he drinks. Because I need to drink to get through all that. Because that's a lot of... That's a lot of...
He needs to get out of the house.
Yep, see, there we are. Yep.
Just to further...
I don't know, that he's watched them all, or that he drinks.
To further talk on what Hog Rotten said here, actually, I was talking with Cindy Fang over Facebook. I had added her and I was talking to her about it. And actually, they had became very hesitant to do it because they actually had somebody that they gave multiple pedals to. And they kept the pedals and didn't even do any type of review. So they were out money. And she couldn't get them back or anything. So, they were, so screwed. So, she kind of wasn't too keen on it at the time. But...
Joe says he's watched all the videos twice. Wow. I know Randy's done that a few times. Because Randy Crooks will rewatch a playlist on occasion. And he's like, oh, I forgot you had this. Like, the My Gear list, which is not so much My Gear anymore. So I need to update that. Maybe because there's I don't know, 40% of the gear on that playlist I no longer own.
Well, if you want to watch the videos, I've got 113 pages of videos to watch.
Oh, thanks, Charles. I appreciate that, buddy. For the Flanger Fund. All right, we'll see if we can find a flanger maybe on at least the Jungle website.
Nice.
We'll go from there. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had the population density, Terry, you could take that Jungle website flanger and see by the end of the year if you can turn it into an H9.
Yep.
Hey, Ian.
Who did that? I'm trying to remember. They took a low end piece of gear and tried to see how far up they could get it within the year. I can't remember. Oh, it was Trogley was doing that for a while. Seeing what he could trade it up or sell it up into.
Yeah. We just don't have the population density here to do that.
No.
Because you got to be able to consistently flip gear and Symmetry. You would have a better because you can tap into the Vancouver marketplace. So for trading gear, you have a much better. Unless I am going into Toronto to do deals, then it's not worth it because you spend more in gas than the product's worth.
Yep.
I like what Ian's Guitar Shack says, demo water bongs. The funny part is I think there was somebody on YouTube that actually did demo water bongs.
Well, there's a few channels of that, and they're hit and miss on monetization situations. And
yeah,
that's just a hobby. That's just, no. I don't need to demo that.
It's not a religion like guitar.
Not exactly. Yeah. Although there will be more Sodi Pop.
I like the pop.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one of them this week. We got to find something.
Do some other random things too.
So Randy
yeah, well, they got a few more. It was interesting. Those videos they did about the same as if I put out a crappy pedal video. You know what I mean? So 85 people watch it the first day. Yeah, that's what I was doing 2 years ago. It's 85 people watched it the first day, and then and that's fine. But I'll tell you, the nice thing is. The rate of return is a lot cheaper to demo a tasting of a drink than it is to buy a pedal to demo for the channel.
Gretch.
Way cheaper.
Jeez.
Doug can relate.
Saw some turkey stuffing flavored kettle chips at the store.
For me, it's drink.
I wouldn't mind the guinea pig for that. If I send them to you, will you do a reaction to that?
Sure.
That actually sounds good.
I don't know. Artificial
Hey.
turkey stuffing? I mean, I love turkey stuffing.
I
Well,
think
yeah,
actually
that's-
somebody
that's the
has
thing,
reviewed
because-
that, but
And that's the thing, like, if good, bad, or otherwise, like, I'll still do the review, and that goes for any fellow Canadians. If you want to send something in, let me know, because I don't know how it is about sending food across the border and stuff, but yeah, if there's some kind of junk food or something you want me to react to,
Can't
hit
send it
me
on
up.
Greyhound anymore, but we'll get it to you.
Yeah.
yeah, what was it? Randy Crooks had asked us for the panel, what would be your desert island album?
I don't know. That's a toughie.
I saw that question earlier, and I've been thinking about it. And really, you can't pick one. It's got to be kind of.
What am I in the mood for?
Desert Island. I'm going to go with Slayer's Decade of Aggression. That's a double
I was
album.
gonna say it would probably be a Greatest Hits album, or can I get a K-Tel Best of Classic Rock? Yeah, so it's like one of those.
I have a folder
Yeah.
named the 100 Greatest Guitar Riffs sitting here. What have we got in here? We've got number one.
Time Life presents. Can I have one of those? The sound of the '60s.
To me, the only thing I could think of that would probably offer variety and not get too sickening would probably be the 80s remaster of the Led Zeppelin master box set, which is like 8 or 9 CDs with all the albums and all the rare tracks and such.
Yeah, it'd probably be insert band name, the word anthology, and
Yeah.
it's on the back shelf at the same the Record Man, which
Except for
Nobody
Pearl
gets
Jam
that reference.
Anthology.
I get the reference.
That
I
isn't
get
very
the
many
reference.
songs on that album.
yeah, guess what? Symmetry. There's still the same the Record Man at the mall here. It's the
Wow.
last one.
That's where the
It's
stop.
the only one. It's been the only one for like 20 years. There's one left. Yeah, I think they're still there, unless they recently went tits up. But I think they're still there.
I say that, and Joe Hervey had just said anything Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, anything Led Zeppelin. Right, well, okay. Well, if we're gonna do that, I'll take Physical Graffiti because at least it's a double album.
Yeah. Something like a double album at least, because I mean, if it was like,
live, recorded in Japan.
you know, it'd be worse is if all you were allowed was an EP. 4 songs.
I'm an album guy. I go on long drives sometimes to go fix stuff, and I'll put on an album start to finish when I'm driving to Whistler and back or whatever. And like Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind, fantastic album start to finish. Most recently, Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East, fantastic album start to finish. Megadeth, Rust in Peace, fantastic album start to finish. And I still like to go through. I don't think of them as songs. I'm too old school to think of
Right.
this song, that song. Yeah.
Well, because bands would do that. You'd put your songs in a certain order, and especially, you got to the point. Well, yeah, because even right until CDs in the '90s, even in the '80s, because the format was still also available on cassette and album, LP format, you had a side A and a side B. So you had that third or fourth song or fifth song sometimes to lead into the second side, and then you had to have that, real grabber to lead off the second side.
One of the best discoveries ever, back from my childhood, was the auto reverse tape deck. Now, you only had that momentary pause while it did the little flipperoo for you, and you got to go through from start to finish. Playing pool or foosball or ping pong or whatever we were doing. Great.
Yep.
I was just going to say...
A few people mentioning Rush albums. I have no problem.
Yeah, Brad saying Rush greatest hits on 8-track. No, you wouldn't be playing that. You'd be keeping that and selling that because that'd be probably worth a hell of a lot of money.
I'd play it.
And I feel sorry for Leo. His first 8-track was Paul Stanley's 1978 solo album.
Nice. Nice.
I saw you there, Tink. That one was free when I picked Slayer first.
Yeah, I'm surprised Tink hasn't jumped on here. Aaron.
Fire up the webcam.
Aaron's
Tink.
probably has the kids,
Square.
and it's his birthday, so he may be otherwise engaged.
Uh,
Or he's asleep.
some
Or
people
he's
have fun.
Yeah, true.
He has an early day every adult. They were crazy busy recently, like leading up to Christmas, because he works in warehousing, and they also do online sales too. So that's where it's still active. It's not like most warehousing by early December, you've pushed everything out already. So that whole initial rush, you're good. But nope.
That's a good one.
Yes, Ace did have the best solo album because he was the one that took it seriously, because he saw this as a chance. Well, let's dip our toes in the water of a true solo album. And he's like, "Oh, I can do this."
Well, I think the funny part is it kind of showed them, like, because they were all kind of like, oh, it's only Paul and Gene's band, and they're the guys that are writing the songs, and then Ace did that.
Yeah, but were they writing the songs, Terry? Were they writing the songs? You look, there's a lot
that's what I mean. Like, that's the impression that they gave everyone.
Yeah. And I've noticed there's been a little rewriting of history, too, because I got to get it, because I have a lot of original Press and Kiss stuff. And, we always hear Gene poo-pooing how they would have to bring in Bob Kulick to play guitar for Ace, and they'd have to bring in Anton Fig to play drums for Peter Criss.
Yeah.
I am 99% sure on those liner notes there's also bass played by blah, blah, blah. I think the only person that actually played on all the albums was Paul.
Yeah. Well, Paul...
And even then, who knows? If Bob Kulick's in the studio, he might be laying down Paul's parts as well as Ace's. Who knows?
Yeah.
Pantera. Fucking Pantera. I gotta have a Pantera album. A Desert Island. You gotta be able to bring at least 20 albums.
As long as it's not that cover album from that first album that I
All right, so you're allowed that cassette briefcase, right? You're allowed the cassette briefcase.
Speaking of
Yeah, I thought so.
Charles. That would be interesting. Burning 8-track.
I was going to say, did Doug wire in the 8-track player? I smell burning. Don't worry about it. Just roll down the window a little more. It's all good.
Reminds me, I was watching the Grand Touring Season 4 episode, and they're checking out all these French cars, and Clarkson had this one. He goes, "Oh, and by the way, it's interesting, the stereo console actually isn't in the dash. It's right down here beside you." He goes, "So if you just happen to be like eating a nice crusty croissant or something, you can see it all dropping down into the front of the stereo."
I'm not mistaken. The Corvettes had the stereo in the console, I think, in the 70s?
Well, I think it was still above the shifter, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
it was almost like forward facing in a way. Where, like, the way it wasn't up on top, it was kind of where it curled down. It was in that part.
But did it even have a cassette? No.
8-track. No, it would have been 8-track, because I know my Camaro came with a factory 8-track, and it was an 80. Yes, Brad. Yep, they did. Thought so. C3s had cassettes. Okay, so that'd be your Coke bottle design. Yeah, I can see that because they're cutting edge. The Corvette would have the cassette, and the Camaro's only got an 8-track. Maybe you had the option of either. I don't know.
Pull out.
I don't know. I'd want dash mount 8-track player because half time to get an 8-track out, you got to put at least 1 foot on the dash.
Yeah, they're always hard to pull out. Yeah.
I was really good at car stereo stuff. I had an Alpine system that I probably had in half a dozen different cars. I just pull it out every time, and you put in whatever cheap thing, get rid of it, get your new car, pull out the junk, and put in the Alpine system.
Oh, yeah. Been there. Yep. That's why, yeah, if you look, I think that Camaro, which Scott now has, there's no stereo system in it because it came out of that to go into something else because I needed a radio in it. And it got used to, it was one of those, and the same thing. It's like, you're so used to the wiring and everything that you're just like, yep, this to this, this to this, this to this, and it's like you can have the whole thing set up in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
I was expecting a bunch of those comments.
Yeah, I think it was 14 years ago. I actually sold a car 8-track at like a garage sale. Not sure why I had it, but
I was just thinking, and I guarantee you it was bought by either an imported someone from the coast or the descendant of someone imported from the coast.
I just realized I think I still have the radio out of my Pontiac Parisienne 9-passenger station wagon. It's probably the only thing I have left of that car.
Why am I not surprised, Dan, of New Jersey?
New Jersey. Oh, God. Car stereo. You're lucky if most of the car wasn't stolen with the car stereo.
I tended to mount mine with a lot of extra hardware, brackets and screws and stuff. I mean, it took a screwdriver and some time to get that thing in and out. No one ever tried.
Well, that'd do it. So, you're just interstate car stereo thiefdom. That's great.
I did have a CD wallet ripped off out of my car once.
That's funny. But probably back then, that was probably when CDs were actually worth money. Yeah.
It was a good part of my collection that I had to go to a pawn shop and buy back.
I remember that. Yeah, in the 90s, there was that one short stretch where it was like CDs you could get almost full retail value for a CD, and then like all of a sudden out of nowhere, $1.
Yeah.
What? $1? Yeah, that's all I can give you on the CDs is $1 each.
Well, you get it though when you look in the bin and they've got 6 of everything, because everybody's trading in CDs. All you're like, I get it, you're flush.
Well, I'd like to take in your Vanilla Ice CD, but I kind of already have 6 copies of it.
Yeah.
That was the classic.
Ian's asking, what's that telly behind me? That is my 71 telly. Rosewood neck, nicknamed Lime.
I've got a stack of CDs beside me. We've got Slayer.
I got a CD last week.
Tinkerbell. But they don't make them like this one's special. You got the box. Opens up.
Box.
You got the book.
It's got the book.
It's got 3. Careful not to flip them out all over the place. 3 different CDs in this giant fold-out.
Oh, geez.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, that's definitely rare for sure.
It takes the double album thing to the whole next level. And it's a great CD. What else do I got? I got Metallica's triple album fold out. Not nearly as fancy as Slayer. We got Gojira.
Hello, Cecil.
Avatar. Some good Swedish metal for you.
No, we're not, Q. No, we're not.
I didn't know they had those at Kroger's, Quentin.
Bottom of this pile, we got the video.
What section were you shopping in when you got that? I was going to say Zach should be doing a food review on Maltesers since he's having some.
I was supposed to pick up some of those for Dad, and I forgot. I'm like, how are you eating those? You have no teeth.
Just suck on them.
Yep, that's what he said.
Then they soften up enough.
Right on, Tank.
Nice. Holy crap, we've been going an hour and 40 minutes. Nice. Well, we'll go to the top of the hour. Why not?
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
Exactly.
It's the holidays. It's the last episode of this show for this year.
Yep. What do we? Oh yeah. What was it? Charles was asking. What do we got going on 2022? Next week we have Simon Hosford returning. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Unconfirmed guest for the following Sunday. So yes, I'm actually booking multi-weeks in a row. And the week after that, I'm working on someone else as well. So I got most of January hopefully covered. I don't.
Always seems to come together. You can't worry about it too much.
I really don't give it a lot of thought. Clearly, I usually send out a text and I try to do it. I always think, I should really book like a couple weeks in advance, and then I never think of it. Sup, Steve Anderson, you wild man.
Hey, Steve. Long time no see.
I still don't know yet, Guitar Man. I'll have to talk to Dave in a day or two.
Talk to Mr. Dave.
I've got 30-year-old CDs that still work, Doug Strong. I don't know how long they're going to take to break down. Probably in better shape than albums would be at this point. That have been played as often as the tapes.
I don't take care of any of that crap, and I still use them. I don't know. Yeah. If it works, it works, I guess.
If I understand correctly, newer produced CDs and DVDs break down quicker than older ones. If I understand correctly and remember.
It's the magnetic, same as a hard drive would. That's why they record important stuff. It's the great big fat tape that's made out of super special stuff. But I've got 15-year-old hard drives that still work. So it's kind of relative. I haven't had much trouble over the years with any kind of electromagnetic degradation.
I don't know.
It's all what they say. I'm still waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
That said, I've had 2-year-old hard drives break down, but probably for different reasons.
Yeah, I've had some CDs break down. I've had some that are old and they're fine.
I've had some that got scratched beyond being able to play.
Oh, I've had ones where they flaked off worse than a bad tint job on a car.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are cheap. They were cheap, either burned CDs or a lot of burned CDs. See you, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Good night.
I think bootlegs. I don't think they were legit CDs. I'm pretty sure they were bootlegs. So you get what you pay for, and I was fine with that. I haven't tried my cassettes in ages, although I have several cassette players. They're all doubles.
I still got brand new blank cassettes wrapped in the wrapper still.
So now I wonder what their mechanical magnetic degradation point would be at. Something sealed in a wrapper. According to the science, should have broken.
Because they'd be good for all those like 4-track machines, Terry. All the past games that people still have. That's where those would be very handy. Because then you're not overwriting anything that was previously backwards, for instance.
No wear and tear on.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say the other big issue in regards to like CDs and DVDs, in regards to like talking about the computer, is the drives as well too. You would upgrade. I know that was a big pain in the ass. Was like you'd be like, oh cool, I got the new 32 times like DVD ROM drive. It'll read up to 32 times blah blah blah. You go and you put your recorded disc in, and you go to find out the reader can't read it because it's reading it on a totally different level or something. And you get rid of the old one, and so then you're like screwed.
Randy's been replacing his vinyl collection from pre-1980. He's getting close. Nice.
Oh,
I'd love to I gotta set up that stereo system at some point. I got a nice turntable over there, cassette, receiver. If I want to listen to the radio, I really don't want to listen to the radio, but I could if I wanted to. And I think there's an antenna on the roof I could wire into. I got a whole bunch of cables here. I could just tap into one of them, see what happens.
I was going to say, Randy's saying about pre-1980 vinyl. That's getting into a pricey range.
Depends on which yard sale you go to.
Well, that's true, but I mean, like, probably.
That's the thing with vinyl. You could pay $100 or $1 for the same album in the same quality. Yeah, that's one of the few things that's still going on. I don't know how many people still have yard sales. Well, especially now with COVID, nobody. But
Well, yeah.
I'd like to. I tell you, I got enough traffic up and down this road. And I figure, Doug, there's enough people like my old man that drive up and down this 401. If they see a big freaking yard sale sign and they know there's an exit right there, they're like,
Yep.
We'll do the loop-de-loop.
Yeah.
Having Google so close has really made it hard to get good deals on anything, because anyone can look up anything and find out what it's going for on eBay.
Yeah. That's kind of what's been going on in the trading card industry as well, too. Is like
Happy holidays to you, Michael.
Yep.
Yeah, but still, the thing with that is people can say that it's worth that much on Google or whatever, but it's still for sale and nobody's buying it. So it's really only worth what someone's going to pay for it.
Tell me about that. Trying to flip, I don't know, about 150 NASCAR diecasts.
Yeah, you're better off putting them on eBay. And
But
then...
if it's a Les Paul that's been in a case under Grandpa's bed for 20 years,
Oh, yeah, tons of people
someone in
want
the family
that.
is going to say, we should look that up.
Yeah, Reverb. I want to list a product, but I can't find a listing place for it. Oh, what are you trying to sell? 150 NASCAR diecast cards.
Willing to trade for Les Paul.
They should offer something like that. That'd be funny.
Are you a NASCAR fan frustrated with your guitar playing? Contact me, and we can make a trade.
Terry says he's got reel-to-reel tapes from 1970s.
Wow.
And they're higher quality, so I've got to
I have
assume
reel-to-reel
he
stuff,
loves them, that they're
but not
still working
here.
well.
At some point, I got to drive up to Pickering to pick up Dad's all of his old reel-to-reel stuff, including his reel-to-reel player from his partner in crime on half those reel-to-reel tapes. Because he borrowed them like 20 years ago to check them out, and he was going to digitize them, or so he thought. He's like, "Oh, that's expensive to do when you don't know how to do it." Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. And Dad's like, "Can you do it?" I'm like, "Yeah." It can't be that hard to hook up that reel-to-reel player because it's got RCA outputs to speakers. And I think there is a line out on it. I just hook that up into any interface or line level input, mic input. It's not like they're stereo.
Yep.
Boom. Done and done. He's coming out in the woodwork, Terry.
Yeah, that's the third. You doing the honors, or
No, feel free. I'm
No,
too lazy
Tom.
and laid back here. That's all like
or some other mod?
Tom got him.
There you go. Hey, Tom.
Was Tomcat there lurking?
Apparently so.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. Thanks, Tommy boy. We'll see him tomorrow night on Canucks Guitars. There, that guy. So trying to point diagonally. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. There. Close enough. You guys know. I don't know. Reel-to-reel was stereo. Well, yeah, but they were cheap and they were doing the same thing as cassettes. Do mono one side, flip it over, do mono the other side. I get it.
Yeah, actually, some of those audio tapes.
But they're old tapes. You got to be very delicate. Yeah, I haven't actually personally seen them since the 90s. Because I was using that thing still in the 90s. Those tapes were 20 plus years old at that time. And I still had a few blank ones. So I recorded on a few of them myself, and they're probably mixed in there too. Which would be hilarious, because if I hook it up for Dad, it'd be all acoustic, and all of a sudden a bunch of racket.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Another look.
Nice. I take that finish.
Yeah, like I said, to get that for $100 more than what you're originally looking to pay for whatever
Everything works. I had to drop the action, like it was up over 3 mil on the low.
Oh yeah.
Over like 2.5 over here. It was just jacked right up. So backed everything off.
They do that so there's no chance. They do that so there's no chance of fret buzz when it's hanging on the rack, because they don't bother adjusting the truss rod once it comes in from shipping. So no matter how straight or bent that neck is, it's not going to fret out, and that's why they jack up the action.
Well, of course, I picked it up in the store ahead of time and took it for a ride around the block, so to speak, and I could tell right away that that's what was going on, right?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I get it. I expect it.
I was happy with where I got it.
Hey, hippie.
Hey, metalhead.
Cool, buddy. Have a good show tonight. Everyone. Terry, see if you can find a link to his show, and we'll throw it into the chat at the end of the show. So we'll do a raid on over to Metalhead Hippies channel. We got 61 people watching. If you haven't already checked out Metalhead Hippies channel, check it out once we wrap up here, please.
I had actually just spied it.
That too. Fret Love Midnight. That too. I think it's just they do it also for shipping, because climates changes between it going into a container halfway around the world.
I would hope there would be no high frets on one of those, because that is their premium.
Hey, Rico. Welcome, my friend.
products.
First timer. Please subscribe. Algorithms. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. There we go.
Yeah, pound it into your head, Ben.
I love YouTube. YouTube is my friend.
I love YouTube. YouTube is my friend.
Please promote me, YouTube. Oh, cool.
Another new name.
I joked. I don't know if you saw that, Terry. I joked with Pete about, oh, yeah, you were there. I'm like, hey, you should have me on sometime as a guest. LOL. He's like,
I missed that segment because I was away doing something, but then when I came back and I read that and I was laughing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and he was kind of joking. He was like, yeah, we'll do it sometime. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. It's funny that you mentioned it.
Yeah, because I can't remember who else was saying that. I think it was Scott was saying that or something like that, too. That he should be on as a guest. Yeah, I found the link.
Oh, we got another 5-6 minutes to go till the top of the hour.
For the road.
Trying to think. Stuff coming up in the new year. I think I found a music store in Peterborough I want to check out. I think. Seems to me, yeah. I'm trying to think, because I found a few music stores. I was doing like searches on Ontario music stores, for easy. Where can I drive that's 2-3 hours each way? You know what I mean? So I can leave in the morning, make a day of it. I think I found a cool one. It's got some cool stuff in Peterborough. I can't remember the name of the place, but
yeah,
go check it out or reach out to them.
Yeah, I was going to say my aunt used to live in Peterborough in the Nunnery, but
the Big Pour.
She did never mention anything about a music store there.
Oh, there's always been several.
Yeah,
but Monahan's was an institution for years. Peterborough.
I was just trying to say I just actually it was Soul and Music actually sent out an email today saying that they're closing the actual storefront now. We're only going to be doing curbside pickup or ship.
Yeah.
I have to make an order with them. I need a new Marshall logo for that cab that I got a few weeks ago. I got some bits here of the old one.
I don't have a coupon code for Solo. I have a dealer account, but I don't have a coupon code.
Yeah.
Don't mind supporting a good Canadian business.
Oh,
I live closer to go to the showroom. Spent some time on their website and bought some items already.
I was really impressed with their... See, Billy, I was really impressed when I went there. There's a tour. I think I did shoot a tour of the place.
Yeah.
At least the front. I didn't get to go in the back. We didn't get
Dave did both too, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I figured. Go up, meet Dave, and check out this new place, because that was right before the initial lockdown. Because I remember it was a blizzard. Oh my God, that was so cold.
No, that's a good point, Tinkerbell.
But, it was really cool. They got all the tools.
Probably
I could have spent
logos and buy a 3D printer.
I could have spent $1,000 or $2,000 in there, but well worth it. It's not like their stuff was pricey.
Yeah, their prices on like their import branded like guitar tools.
That's when Zach, I was checking them out. I want to find a place, it's got like just some weird, like, especially if they deal a lot in used stuff. Like that Tundra music I went to.
Yeah,
that was
Tundra.
awesome. I was like, where are these in the world? Zozo's Music. That sounds like a cool place. See, that sounds like a cool place. I should check that out.
Wilson and Lee Music in Oshawa.
I remember I went to one place in Oshawa. I looked inside and it was just, no. This is a lesson center that had no guitars over $479. Oh, there's another one. Nice. You just don't learn. You can keep creating your accounts, but you just don't learn. Anywho's, Terry can deal with that because that's why he's a moderator to the stars and me.
I don't understand what they're hoping to achieve with the nonsense. I mean,
Bent is now 2 for 2.
I think they get paid by the million spams they do.
Yeah.
It's in San Antonio. Well, see, there's a good excuse to go to San Antonio. I've always wanted to visit San Antonio.
Texas? Hell yeah. They make good whiskey in Texas.
And barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Good
Well,
food.
Ben, I guess in that instance, you definitely better pack a lunch.
I don't need to pack a lunch. I have barbecue. I will be eating meat with another side of meat.
Well, I meant for Zosos.
Maybe a grilled corn on the cob.
Well, actually, no, you're right, too. There's all kinds of those barbecue places down there.
Yep.
Fret level midnight. Don't come here. It sucks.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, I could go for some barbecue right now. God, but not at this time of night. That would not be a wise idea.
I still have a ton of turkey to sort through.
Turkey with barbecue sauce.
I was if we didn't have the snow and nonsense, I was going to maybe smoke the last hour of the turkey on the grill.
What's up, Buzz?
But the snow just made it not a fun thing to do.
Vaguely sounds familiar, Zach.
I have no problem with Mexican food, too. Doug has a problem with Mexican food.
Why you always got to do that?
Because it's the truth.
No. What's the truth?
If you didn't want the memories, you shouldn't have taken the road trip.
Or you shouldn't have been an ass.
Right.
No,
like you don't have a video of me still up on YouTube on one of your many channels. I'm sure it's still public.
So?
I'm just saying. That's
Yeah,
the result of the road trip. It happens.
In regards to what
Doug loves eating it. It does not love staying inside of him.
It was that one time.
At one time at the Mexican restaurant. Kind of like the one time at band camp.
That's why we no longer stop in Beckley, West Virginia.
On the way there or the way back, because the way back would be worse because there is no bathroom until
Well,
Canada.
no, sorry, no. We can stop in Beckley, West Virginia. We just go to the other place, not that place.
Which was the other place, Long John Silver's?
Oh God, that can be a bad place too.
The reason I never go to Subway anymore.
No. Doug does like his Long John Silver's. He had the old MapQuest thing going on, like, where's the closest? Every time, you hungry? Let's get Long John Silver's. It's all you wanted the first year. That's all you were just fixated on. And that kind of died out by the second year.
Even brought some home.
And then you took over with your obsession with Golden Corral ever since. He wants to eat at the mall eventually, I think.
As I said, I call that golden girdle after my bad experience of the one in the Berry Mall.
I am a hurting soul every time we go there.
You don't have a bad experience there.
It's because I'm sober every time I go. I try to be good, and I'm sober.
You have to be regimented in what you have, is what it comes down to.
Yeah, Ian, it's all about the hush puppies for Doug.
No.
It was back in the day.
Well, at Long John Silver's, yes.
Yes.
Not at Golden Crown.
No.
Golden Crown, you have to have your stuff picked out in your courses pre-planned.
Terry, I will say it is an interesting and awesome thing to witness, because the first thing is this guy wakes up one morning and he goes, today is the day. We will hit a Golden Corral today. And I know it's on. So guess what? Ben's skipping breakfast because no, it's like, yes, they are Hit Metalworks. I love Dead Lobster. So Doug's like, today's the day, and we'll hit some race shops. And then all of a sudden,
Guitar Man Ponderosa is in Pennsylvania. Yes, been there.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, Doug will say, it's time. And he'll put it into the JIP system. Look, where can I find it? Like he doesn't already know. Yeah, let's be honest. That one in Mooresville, where it's like you can see it from the highway, but you're like, how do I get to it? Because you have to drive
there. Yes.
Terry, you have to drive through a hotel parking lot, and then they just cut out a bit of the curb at the back of the parking lot to get into the Golden Corral.
Oh my God.
There's no actual access from a road directly. So we go there, and the whole time, from the moment we leave it and he programs it in, I can see the wheels are turning, because he's like, I'm going to have this, and then I'm going to have some of this.
No, but it's always the same. The courses are mapped out the same all the time.
And it usually involves an entire plate of chicken balls at some point.
If I get to like 5 or 6, yes.
Yeah.
Just be thankful he doesn't want to hit every Tim Hortons.
Oh, no. He's not a coffee drinker, though, Terry. Doug has one coffee, and he's up for 25 hours. Jesus.
Jeez. Oh, that high of a tolerance against caffeine. Eh?
He picked up his extra large double when we soon hit the highway. No? You pick up something there. It's big, and it's from Tim Hortons. Oh, extra large?
No.
Yeah, and then he's just vibrating after about 20 minutes.
Wow.
And then about 8 hours later, he after driving 8 hours nonstop, he crashes and crashes hard, and that's when I get to take over. I'm like, all right, I'll drive through 4 states in the middle of the night. I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, the only time I've ever been that bad in regards to like coffee and caffeine was when I was taking the green tea extracted multivitamins, and I got toxin buildup from the green tea.
No, it's not as bad as that caffeinated gum that Richie had. Oh my God, that was like chewable meth.
Wow.
Oh. Like, it literally, there was so much caffeine, you would chew it for like 45 seconds, and all of a sudden, you just felt your stomach just curling up into a knot. And I'm like, what the hell? And we're just like, yeah, it's like meth gut. I'm like, what? Like, how is this pleasurable? And also, bing, okay, let's drive. We're going to be driving. We're not going to be blinking. We're going to be driving.
It's been a while since I've seen a coffee time. The last time I've seen a coffee
Yeah, I don't think there's
time
many around anymore.
was in Barrie, and that was like 4-6 years ago.
Hey, Mark. Mark's back. Oh, wow, we went over on time. Holy crap. We went way over on time again. Dang it. Anyways, yes. Yeah, I don't know. Coffee time, that's about as common as Baker's Dozen.
I haven't even heard of Baker's Dozen.
It's been a few years. They were everywhere, and then they weren't.
I'm just happy to have confirmed that we're actually going to get something that isn't a Tim Hortons. We're actually going to get a Starbucks.
Oh, overpriced coffee.
At least it's more consistent than a Tim Hortons. I'd gladly pay the 20 to 50 cents more, depending
Timmy's
on...
just smells like socks. Wet socks. Wet hockey socks.
If I'm out and I have to buy a coffee, I'll go get one at McDonald's. Their coffee isn't terrible for.
Exactly. So when they reinvented their coffee a number of years ago, I was like, oh, wow, that's not too shabby.
Yeah, they were smart. They simply bought out Tim Hortons bean distributor. They overbid them and got Tim Hortons beans. That's why the McDonald's coffee has tasted so good for like the last.
It doesn't
4 or
taste
5
anything
years.
like Tim Hortons coffee, though. They brew it completely different.
Yep.
Because it doesn't smell like socks and it doesn't taste like ass.
Yeah, well, they probably got better filtration systems and everything else, too.
They have filtration systems?
A lot of variables in the way you make coffee.
Yep.
I'm a coffee guy. I have been for 30 years. Fixing the machines, installing the machines, and profiling the beans. So, a lot of it's how you do it and
Hey, Braxel.
what you're using
Braxel.
counts. But the biggest problem with coffee is stale coffee.
Yep.
If a bag's been open on the counter for an hour, I can tell when you make that it's going to start to turn. It's like leaving a piece of bread out. It gets crusty.
BC
I think she lasted a whole summer, BC Rich. But in all fairness, she worked at the en route one. Like, that's like dead crickets, and all of a sudden 6 buses roll in there with people who've been trapped on a bus for hours on end. So they're not happy people. So yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we should wrap things up because it's after 10, and
the
I
link
told the old man I'd
is
be off by 10.
ready to fire.
There we are. Any parting words, him?
No, maybe everyone be like Charles 75 Ben and watch my stuff too. I'll be trying to do some more live hangs this year, I think. Going back to that. I cut that out. Did I cut that out for last year? Did I start last year? No.
You haven't been doing that for about a year and a half.
Yeah. Put that, yeah. So it's just tough because it's the cornhole world is a totally different world.
I was going to say,
much the same.
For you, they've advanced a lot in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So that helps. Like, it makes your job a little easier month to month.
A little bit, yeah. And I'm going to try to plan on not saying so much stuff that pisses people off, like I did the other week.
Right.
But it's it's much bigger.
So 1 week you piss off some players, another week you piss off an entire organization body or governing body.
And really, who needs those multi-million-dollar people to like you? But yeah, it's but no, it's a thing. It's too many. As the guys in Letterkenny will say, it's too many 10-ply guys that get their feelings hurt. So,
which is how most of society is nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah.
Symmetry, any parting words, my friend?
We're past the solstice. Summer's coming.
That's right. All right. A little lighter, a little longer every day. Perfect. Terry, do you get parting words? You're back tomorrow. But sure, why not? Parting words for this evening? You can repeat them tomorrow night in case it's different people. Won't be.
Parting words. Doug for Maple Leafs emergency backup goaltender in 2022.
Emergency ice resurfacer instead?
Maybe. And then because Terry wasn't quick enough to do it, I'll just do it myself. The link to my channel.
You could
Hey,
at least
you
put the
gotta
link
do
to our
something.
channel.
Cheers.
Yeah, we got 58 people watching. How about a link to the Nascanucks channel so we can break that 55 sub barrier that we've been sitting on for over 3 months? Will someone please be number 56? Just saying. Just saying. Just
You
saying.
too can sub to NAS Canucks.
You too. It's
You got
free.
that one, Terry?
It's free.
No pressure.
You got that one,
No,
Terry?
no pressure. No pressure.
It's Doug and me talking racing. It's always fun. Well, and then we go off on tangents on occasion too, but not as much. Not like here. Not like tonight. Have any Ontarians ever been to Moose Factory, Ontario? Well, not by choice.
Heard of it, never been to it.
That's
I
like
know the guy from Moose Factory.
it's north, like north. Like you can drive for a full day and you're still not there yet. North.
Oh, it's that far north? Yeah.
Oh, it's north. It's like Hudson Bay north.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's probably why I don't remember it.
Yeah, where Timmins is the big city. You know, north.
Eek.
Hit Metalworks has been there. Really? I think it's more north. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's much more north than Timmins. It's up there, though.
Home of Jonathan Chichu. Huh.
On that, we'll be doing a New Year's Eve show. I will not be doing a New Year's Eve show. That's on a Friday. Friday's other people's nights. I don't step on toes that way. I'll be back next Sunday with Simon Hosford. I'll be back tomorrow with Terry and Tom. Canucks Guitars, live Q&A. And Tuesday, right? We're doing a show, Doug, you said Tuesday? You said last week we're doing a show Tuesday.
You're doing back shows?
Let's have to see what time.
All right. 8-ish, maybe 8:30, maybe 9.
Maybe noon.
Noon.
Ooh. Well, no, I'm busy Tuesday.
Okay, well then we won't be having his show.
Okay, so no show.
It depends if I go back to work or not.
Well, there we are. So, well, I'll be back, tomorrow night regardless. I'll pick up something to react to. I'll pick up something to react to. How about that? Look at that.
Yeah, we'll figure out something to talk about tomorrow night.
And we'll go, hopefully more than tonight. God, I didn't. Not prepared. Oh, well. It was fun hanging. So, on behalf of him, Terry, Symmetry, and me, hold those doors open, let that lady in heady in traffic do good things, and good things will happen to you. Why? His wife's real. She's right up there. She's 2 floors above Terry. Yeah. So be well, be good to each other, happy tone chasing. And of course, wait, there we go. Don't litter.
No. See you, Marcus.
See you, Marcus.